Hello and welcome to the Dropshot guide. In this series we'll be looking at the ways to drop all the animals in the game using a bow. I'll be using the snakebite bow to make it easier to tell where I'm aiming. Obviously there's going to be more ways to drop animals than I can show, but I'll be showing the most consistent and easiest ways to do it. So today we'll be looking at all of the birds in the game. So we'll start off with turkey, and all you need to drop a turkey is a single lung shot. So really all you need to do is aim right where their wing meets their body on the front end. So right where the main part of the wing bone is, right there. And that'll drop any turkey in the game. And for the head-on angle, I tend to aim right at the base of their neck. So if you don't actually get the neck or the head, it'll actually get down into the lungs and drop it anyway. So now we're going to look at the 4 duck species, and I only have 2 different shots here, but it'll work for all 4 ducks because none of the ducks actually have vitals. So it's just a matter of actually hitting them in the air, and the best method that I have found is to get them directly over you, and not even when they're like starting to float, just while they're flying. And it tends to work pretty good. You just got to get the lead down, and with the snakebite, since it's a hard shooting bow, you don't have to lead them by a lot. So again, we just want to make sure they're out in front of us when we start using the short range collar, so they do come directly over us like this. And then we just got to get the lead down and take the shot, and it takes it right out of the air. So next we're going to look at Canada geese, and Canada geese are pretty easy to drop with the snakebite bow. With the other bows it can be a bit more difficult because the lead changes, but you can drop them pretty much at any angle. So first we're going to look at kind of a flying away angle like this, and it is going down, so we just have to aim slightly below them and slightly ahead of them, and it takes it right out of the air. And this angle is when it's just about to land, coming right at us, and it's kinda hard to see what actually happens. So here's a slow-mo zoomed in of what's going on there. It's a pretty far shot as well, so it's just a matter of getting the lead right. And since it's going so slow, again, it's not a big lead, but it's just enough that when we shoot, it actually just goes right into its head and neck area and takes it down. So next we're going to look at a bit of a sideways angle when the goose is circling kind of parallel to your position, and it's going to be kind of swooping in and starting to just float. So it's just a matter of getting the lead right, and as close as it's going to be, it's a very small lead needed for the snakebite since it's a fast bow, and it takes it down. So lastly we're going to be looking at pheasants, and pheasants are probably the hardest to drop out of the air because they're so small and they don't always fly in a straight line. Sometimes they kind of zigzag. But one important thing to note is when they lay down in the grass, they're going to stay laying down until they come out of spook mode. So if you see one laying down, you can actually just run right into position. So the key here is once you get into position and flush them, wait till they get to the high point in their arc to take your shot, because then you don't have to worry about aiming high or low. So for the head-on angle, you can actually get 2 opportunities to shoot at the pheasant. If you flush it from roughly 40 meters, you just got to make sure it's facing directly at you so it does go directly over you. So you got your one shot there, and of course I was off to the side so I missed, but when they get out past you, they'll start to float on the way down about the same distance away, and if you aim right, you can actually still get them. So again, that was pretty hard to see, so I zoomed this in and slowed it down again so you can at least tell where I'm trying to aim on the pheasant's way back to the ground. So I try to get well underneath it before I take the shot because it is pretty far, and as you can see, it does kill the pheasant and it counts as an air shot. Alright, so that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys found it useful, and hopefully you can start killing all the birds in the game with your bow. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.